Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Civil Study Nepal. In this video, we will discuss about the techniques of calculating support reaction using Castigliano theorem. So let's start this numerical step by step. Here in figure we can see number of reaction. This is hinge support, and at hinge support there acts two reaction, that is one vertical if RA is the vertical and one horizontal. In this beam we can see there is no horizontal force acting, so horizontal force becomes 0. This is roller support, and at roller support there acts only one reaction, only one vertical reaction. Let it be at RB, let it be as RB. Also at C there is also roller support, and there acts only one reaction, only one vertical reaction. Let it be as RC. Next what we have to calculate in this figure, in this beam we can see hinge support, there also act, at last it becomes 0. Horizontal reaction, let HA be the horizontal reaction. If R be the number of reaction, then R is equal to number of reaction 1, 2, 3, 4. So R is equal to 4. But we have available equation of static equilibrium is 3. So we can only find out the 3 unknown reaction using that static equilibrium condition. So let us calculate degree of static indeterminacy. If ds is the degree of static indeterminacy, and we know degree of static indeterminacy is equal to R minus available equation of static equilibrium, that is 3. So 4 minus 3 is equal to 1. So there acts one extra reaction that we can't calculate using static equation of equilibrium. So this structure is, this beam is indeterminate beam. So we have to apply a force which makes this beam determinant. So we can easily calculate the reaction using available equation of static equilibrium. So let us redraw this figure. Hinge support RA be the vertical reaction at A. This is uniformly distributed load acting from A to B. This point is B and this point is C. Here at point C roller support is acting, so here one vertical reaction is acting, that is RC. To make this indeterminate structure determinant, we have to replace one unknown reaction with the known term, that is at B let us put P. So in this figure we can see this structure has changed into determinant structure, so we can easily calculate the reaction using available equation of static equilibrium. So let's start the numerical. Also taking moment about C, that is MC is equal to 0. Here at point C we have to calculate moment. So RA will rotate this figure as this. This is called clockwise moment. So let us assume clockwise moment as positive. So RA is equal to L. RA into perpendicular distance from C. If RA be the reaction acting at A, then to calculate moment we need to have perpendicular distance. So here we can see perpendicular distance is L and L, that is 2L. Minus P will rotate this figure like this, that is clockwise. So clockwise moment is positive here. P multiplied by L, that is perpendicular distance is L, that is P into L. Also here uniformly distributed load is acting from A to B. So at first let us change this uniformly distributed load into point load, that is W multiplied by L, and this W into L point load is acting at half of this portion, that is acting at L by 2. So this will acting vertically downward, and this uniformly distributed point load will rotate this figure in anti-clockwise direction. Here anti-clockwise direction is taken as negative, so W into L multiplied by L plus L by 2. L plus L by 2 is equal to 0. So on calculating we get RA is equal to 3WL minus 2P divided by 4. Also we have available equation of equilibrium, that is Fy, summation Fy is equal to 0. Let us take upward direction as positive. So RA plus P plus RC minus W into L, or we can replace RA by 3WL minus 2P divided by 4 plus P plus RC minus W into L is equal to 0. So on calculating we get RC is equal to WL minus 2P divided by 4. In this way, to calculate reaction at support, first we have to calculate this term, that is we have to calculate first the term P. So let us calculate deflection at point B. Let us calculate deflection at point B, and we know to calculate deflection at point B we have to calculate bending moment, and we have to derivatives bending moment with respect to P. So let us calculate deflection at point B. Here first portion, next EI, origin, limit, here in figure what we can see, in figure this is a beam, and in this beam AB is a portion and BC is a portion. So our portion is, one portion is AB and another portion is BC. EI is constant throughout the figure. So for AB, EI, for BC, EI. Let us assume in portion AB, A as origin, in BC, B as origin. Limit in figure we can see if A is origin from A to B, our limit is 0 to L by 2. In portion BC we can see if here let us assume C as origin. If C is origin, then our limit is 0 to L by 2. Next, what we have to do? We have to calculate moment. So let us calculate moment. Let us take a section at a distance x from the A. Always keep in mind that take unmoving from left to right, take clockwise movement as positive, and unmoving right to left, take anti-clockwise movement as positive. So let us calculate the moment. Here RA is equal to 3WL minus 2P divided by 4. Here RC is equal to WL minus 2P divided by 4. So RA will rotate this. Our section is taken at a distance of x from the origin O. So fix this point and let us calculate the moment. This RA force will rotate this figure in anti-clockwise direction. So take it as positive. That is clockwise movement. So 3WL minus 2P divided by 4 into x minus wx squared by 2. Wx squared by 2. That is, this uniformly distributed load will rotate this figure, will rotate this section in anti-clockwise direction, and we are moving from left to right. So take it as negative. Also in portion BC, this RC force will rotate this section in anti-clockwise direction, and we know on moving from right to left, anti-clockwise direction is taken as positive. So WL minus 2P divided by 4 into distance, and if section is taken at x distance from the origin C, so here perpendicular distance is x. Now next what we have to do, we have to take derivatives of both of these portion with respect to P according to Castigliano theorem. So on derivating with respect to P, we get 1 by 2 x minus 1 by 2 x minus 1 by 2 x. Now using Castigliano theorems, we get, we know del B, if del B be the deflection at point B, then del B is equal to m del m by del P 1 by EI dx. So let us put all this value, or del B is equal to, here in figure we can see in portion AB, for portion AB our limit is 0 to L. That is, our limit is 0 to L. Our limit is 0 to L, not L by 2, 0 to L. For portion B, AB, our limit is 0 to L. And m 3WL minus 2P divide by 4 into x minus wx square by 2 wx square by 2 1 by ei into del m by del p, and we can see del m by del p is equal to minus 1 by 2 x dx. For portion BC, we see our limit is 0 to L, and m, we can see here m is WL minus 2p divided by 4 into x into minus 1 by 2 x minus 1 by 2 x dx by ei. So let us calculate this portion. On integrating using simple rule, finally we get del b is equal to 1 by ei minus 3wL4 plus 2p L cube divided by 24 plus WL4 divided by 16 plus minus WL4 plus 2PL cube divided by 24. You can solve this using simple rule of integration. So do yourself. Now what we have to do in figure, what we can see at support B, actual deflection at support B is 0. So using boundary condition, so using boundary condition, we get that is deflection at B is equal to 0, that is del B is equal to 0, or we can write here 1 by ei bracket minus 3WL4 plus 2PL cube divided by 24 plus WL4 by 16 plus minus WL4 plus 2p divided by 24 bracket is equal to 0. On calculate it yourself by yourself. On calculating, we get P is equal to 5WL by 8. 5WL by 8. After calculating the value of P, we get here RA is equal to here we can see here RA is equal to 3WL minus 2P by 4, that is 3WL minus 2P divided by 4. Here replace the value of P, we get 3WL minus 2 into 5WL divided by 8 divided by 4. Here we get RA is equal to 7WL divided by 16, acting in upward direction. Also we can calculate here RC, that is reaction at support C. Here RC is equal to WL minus 2P divided by 4. Here on substituting the value of P, we get 5WL by 8 divided by 4. That is, we get RC is equal to WL divided by 16. In this way you can able to calculate the support reaction using Castigliano theorem. Here actual deflection at B is 0 because at B deflection is resisted by vertical reaction RB acting at that support. So in this way you can calculate the support reaction using Castigliano theorem.